Hello, I am Queen Essence. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. So, to answer a question that someone had in regards to how I became homeless in 2016. How I became homeless in 2016, I was living in the student living or student apartments for those of you who are college graduates and went to college, and you have the luxury of living in a student apartment and not on the college campus, not on the dormitory. You know how the student apartment style is set up. You have roommates, but you just share the common area like the living room and the kitchen, the laundry room, whatever, wash and dryer. You just share the common areas. But as far as your bedroom and your bathroom, it's intimate. You have your own space. So, anywho, long story short, I was living in the student living in the university or college area of Charlotte, North Carolina, near UNCC or the University at North Carolina. I was living over there in that area, and I allowed one of my friends, one of my homegirls, who was in a homeless situation, but she was homeless in New York, and I allowed her to live with me. I told her that she could come down from New York and come to Charlotte and stay with me. And at that particular time, I was 21 years old, and I wasn't. That wasn't the best or wisest decision because obviously I was clearly was not thinking about the consequences or the repercussions of my decision. I was just thinking with my heart that my friend is homeless in New York City, and what can I do to help her? So I offered my help, which was her living with me, and it bit me in my ass because it was on one particular day the maintenance man had came into the apartment to fix something, and I wasn't home that day. I was at work or I was somewhere, and the maintenance man came into the apartment to fix something, and they seen my homegirl in the apartment, and of course they knew that she wasn't a resident of the community, or they knew that she did not live there. So being that she did not live there and she was there when I wasn't there, boom, my property manager, well, actually, she didn't even, the leasing office, they didn't even communicate with me and tell me that I wasn't going to be able to renew my lease. I went to the leasing office to renew my lease, and then that's when the property manager in the leasing office communicated with me and informed me that because I broke the terms of my lease by allowing someone to live with me that's not on the lease, I will not be able to renew my lease to continue to live, in that community, in that apartment. And that was devastating news because although she did not evict me, I was renewing my lease at the last minute, or supposedly thinking that I was getting ready to renew my lease at the last minute. And so that's when she communicated with me. So everything's about communication. All the leasing office had to do was communicate with me in advance to let me know that I wasn't going to be able to renew my lease. So anywho, that is how I became homeless, because I wasn't able to renew my lease, and I did not have any family and friends that I could stay with. After that, I was staying with one of my high school friends, but that situation didn't really work out because she was still living with her parents. She was a high school friend, but she was still living with her parents. So yeah, that didn't work out. And so then basically I ended up kind of like a house to house situation, trying to get back up on my feet. And I was staying with one of my aunts, and she had a 3-bedroom, but she also had 3 children of her own that she has to take care of and provide for. So that whole living situation for me was not conducive. So I ended up on the streets. And ultimately, it was the best decision for me to leave my aunt's house, because her house ended up getting brutally shot up that year that I left her house and decided just to be on the streets. Her house was brutally shot up. So possibly or potentially, had I stayed with her or continued to live with her, I would not be present to make this video that I'm making now, because I would be dead, because yeah, her house was severely shot up. Anywho, also one of the commenters, one of the subscribers had made a comment on the video and said that they now understand why I was singing in the park. So there's a video of me singing on YouTube that is not on my channel. It's on Dovydas channel. His name is spelled Dovydas. And the video of me singing is on his channel. The caption, or the name of the video, is called This Singer Steals the Show. And I've accumulated over 1 million views on that video of me singing on his channel. But he has a large following. He has over 1.20 million subscribers on his channel. So I appreciate you, Dovydas, for posting that video of me singing on your channel and also tagging me in it. Much love to you. I appreciate that. And I mentioned that video because I was homeless. And that video that has accumulated over 1 million views, I was homeless in that video. And most people don't know that. So if you haven't watched that video, once again, it's captioned This Singer Steals the Show on YouTube. And you can watch it, and you can... it's about 12 minutes long. I come in at 8 minutes and 30 seconds if you want to fast forward it or whatever, so you guys can tune into that and watch that. But yes, that is how I became homeless. And also, I have a 7-month-old baby boy. I have a 7-month-old son, which is also his father is still homeless and living on the streets. And unfortunately, when I was in Charlotte, I found a place to live. It was this company called Life Door Rentals. And it was an 8-bedroom house, and I was renting a room out of the house. And now this house, or this living situation, I got evicted. Not because I couldn't pay the rent or I wasn't paying the rent, but however, my son's father was homeless and still is homeless, and I was sneaking him, in the house. And the landlord got tired of me sneaking him in the house and was like, listen here, Essence, you're not going to be able to stay here anymore because you keep sneaking this man in the house and he does not live here. And you have other roommates that live here and you're making them feel uncomfortable because you keep bringing this guy in the house, blasey, whatever. The bottom line is that wasn't really a conducive living situation. I mean, we're in 2024 now, And no one wants to live with strangers. No one wants to live with people that they don't know. So that whole living situation was weird anyways, because I was living in an 8-bedroom house with total and complete strangers that I did not know. So yeah, anywho, so yeah, I got evicted from that house in 2023 from continuing to sneak my son's father in the house. Landlord got tired of that. So I'll just end it on that note, because I could keep going on and on, but I have to make another video or another segment to give you guys more details, because I need to write a book. I got some real juicy stories for y'all. Anywho, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening. Once again, thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Love you all.